Hi, I'm back with another video. Four news stories from Ethiopia and Eritrea. Firstly, Eritrea, a disappointing year for Eritrea. 2023 festival season is coming to a close till August, mostly till September. Festivals are organized by Eritrean diaspora community in Europe, America. But one after the other, almost all festivals were cancelled this year. Another was cancelled in Canada today. Secondly, Kobo, where some Prosperity Party members have been arrested by Ethiopian military. Lower level Prosperity Party members are in a difficult position. Thirdly, Tigray. Three opposition parties are planning a demonstration, a rally in Tigray at the end of first week of September. And lastly, Oromia, where 7 bishops have been arrested. The bishops are among the 27 bishops who were appointed by a trio of archbishops to different dioceses, and that led to start of a major division within the church. Firstly, viewers, Eritrean festivals are being cancelled, being attacked by Brigade Nihamido members across Europe. We saw this year that several Eritrean festivals were attacked. Brigade Nihamido opposition group members forced the closure of major festivals which have been organized in Europe for years, and Brigade Nihamido from Europe then moved to North America. A third festival was cancelled today in Canada. First one was cancelled in Montreal around 2 weeks ago. Then a week ago, second one was cancelled in Alberta, Rosslyn Park, and third one has been cancelled in Calgary. 3 cancelled in almost a month. Eritrean opposition groups attacked a festival venue in the US too. And August or September is the end of major Eritrean festivals in Europe. This year, we saw that almost all major festivals remained under pressure. Most of them had to be cancelled. Festivals in Norway, Sweden, the Netherlands, Switzerland, Canada, Belgium were cancelled this year. In Germany, festival was held in Gießen, but we saw that there were clashes between Brigade Nihamido and police. Some police officials were killed, and next year it's going to be a challenge for the diaspora community to organize a festival in Gießen. So 2023 was a disappointing year for Eritrean government, though we could see attempts in coming months to organize festivals by Eritrean government in Europe. Eritrean government is at a loss. It is trying to find a way out of this crisis, I would say, because remittances are a big support for Eritrean government. These diaspora festivals definitely are a way of connecting diaspora with Eritrean government. Eritrean government will have to come up with some alternatives to stay in touch with diaspora, to raise funds from diaspora. Let's see what Eritrean government does, but 2023 has been a disappointing year, and one Eritrean top diplomat defected as well, Adam Usman. It means that hard times ahead for Eritrean government. Desire to stay connected with diaspora and to mint money by connecting with diaspora in Europe, in North America. Secondly, viewers, Prosperity Party officials have been arrested in Amhara region. we have been saying that lower level, even top level prosperity party officials too, who are from the Amhara region, they are in a difficult position. They cannot support Fano. If they support Fano, even just verbally, they are arrested. Johannes Bujalio arrested. What was his crime? He spoke condemning the government at Amhara Regional Council meeting. Then we saw that a leaked, allegedly an audio call recording between Johannes and the Fano commander emerged. We don't know if this call was doctored or genuine, but Johannes was arrested. Then Christian Tredale, member of House of Representatives, arrested. He shared a post condemning the government's military operation in Amhara, arrested. Kasat Shagar from Amhara, from Addis Ababa City Council, arrested. Lower level prosperity party members in a more difficult position, because if they speak in support of Fano, they are immediately detained by Ethiopian National Defense Force, which is the government in Amhara region, you can say. Amhara region is being run by Ababotas and other generals. There is no government basically. Main decisions are being made by command post heads, by generals, not by Arega Kabede and his cabinet. In Kobo, some prosperity party officials have been arrested. What is the crime? They tried to resign, you can say. They said they were in a difficult position to work with the party. They resigned. Immediately after that, Ethiopian National Defense Force members stormed their houses and arrested. Around 3 arrests confirmed by sources. So, prosperity party members will have to stay silent, I think. Perhaps this is the best strategy for them. If they oppose Fano, they can be assassinated. If they support Fano, they can be arrested. Only way of survival for them that they should either be silent or they should be in touch with both parties. Thirdly, viewers, the Tigray region, where a demonstration, a rally is being planned for the end of first week of September. On the 7th of September, 3 opposition parties are going to protest in Mekelle. Tigray Independence Party, Salsivujene, Betona are going to hold a joint demonstration in Mekelle. What is the agenda? What is the slogan? Slogan is Alliance for Radical Change. Is this rally a political rally? Do opposition parties want to form a joint front against TPLF? Or do they want to raise people's issues? Well, the agenda, what we have heard, is about people of Tigray, like civil servants whose salaries have not been paid, like Tigray combatants who are protesting, saying that they have been discarded, used and discarded and thrown, starvation, suspension of aid, which is leading to deaths, again another agenda point, IDP's return, not starting, crime rate increasing, lack of governance. These are issues which are going to be raised by these parties on the 7th of September in Mekelle. Question is, how big is going to be this rally? Opposition parties have been trying to unite, to form a joint front in Tigray, but one of these parties joined Tigray interim government. I think this rally is going to be a test of their political standing in Tigray. Can these 3 parties manage to gather thousands of people in Mekelle? If they can only manage a small crowd of a few hundred people, It means they cannot challenge the TPLF in the upcoming election. Election will be held in Tigray sooner or later. But this rally, since it's a joint rally, it's going to be a test of the strength of these three opposition parties. Tigray TV today aired the press briefing of these three parties. It means that Tigray interim government isn't going to ban the rally planned for the 7th of September. But I think we should wait and see. Let's see how these three parties make preparations to mobilize people to join this rally. It's going to be a measure of the political strength of these three opposition parties, which are still small parties. Can they pose a serious challenge to the TPLF? That we'll see on the 7th of September in Tigray. Lastly, viewers, Oromia region, where 7 bishops have been arrested in Bishoftu by police. Earlier this year, we saw that 3 archbishops of the Ethiopian Orthodox Church made appointment of 26 bishops to Oromia and 2 other dioceses. Main church led by the Patriarch Abune Matthias rejected the appointments and that led to start of a confrontation, a division within the church. The church called for nationwide protest. The church accused Oromia government, federal government, of backing the Oromia Synod, so-called Oromia Synod. PM Abiy's government felt threatened when there were big Orthodox gatherings in Addis Ababa, in Amhara, and then PM Abiy mediated between this Oromia Synod and the main church, and Oromia Synod was dismantled to some extent. And a few weeks ago, we saw that the main church appointed 7 bishops I think 5 to Oromia, 7 to Oromia, and 2 to other zones. And those 7 bishops were appointed after consensus. So archbishops like Abune Evastatius in Marcos, Serios were on board as well. This appointment of 7 bishops to Oromia were rejected by some bishops who were that 27 bishop group which was appointed by the trio of archbishops. The bishops who rejected the recent appointment of 7 bishops of the main church have been arrested in Bishoftu. People like Abune Daniel, Abune Barsoma, and 5 others. They are in police custody. Obviously, these bishops, their appointment as bishops was not approved by the main church. They wanted their appointment as bishops to be approved by the main church. Main church did not approve their appointment. And they maybe they are planning to form Oromia Synod, which has been dismantled to some extent. But the 7 bishops are in custody, efforts underway for the release. Oromia Synod has been largely dismantled because the 3 archbishops are part of the Synod. Their titles have been restored, their residencies have been returned to them. There is no one to lead this Synod in the Oromia region.